let your voice be heard. The City of Eufaula would like to hear from you regarding the proposed new tax increases. All you need to do is call 688-2000. That's 688-2000. Or contact the mayor or the city councilman in your district. That number again, to let your voice be heard, 688-2000, 688-2000.
Good morning, Lieutenant Galloway with the Eufaula Fire and Rescue with the weekly reports for December 5th through December the 2nd. As of today, we've had a total of 10 calls. 7 of those were emergency medical calls, 1 vehicle accident with injuries, 1 unauthorized burn, and 1 burn permit approved. As far as the motor vehicle accident, this was at 990 South Eufaula Avenue. They arrived on scene of a 3-vehicle accident with moderate damage. These were a small SUV, a gas truck, and a log truck. Both the SUV personnel was treated on scene, and the driver of the gas truck denied any treatment at all. The driver of the log truck did complain of some neck pain and was transported to Medical Center Barber for treatment there. As far as the unauthorized burn, this is another thing we want to try and caution people about. We do have a city ordinance here for requiring you to have a burn permit if you burn inside the city limits. We will come out. All you have to do is call us. The number is 687-1218. Call us. We'll come out. We'll inspect that area and let you know if it fits within the burn permit regulations. But this one was an unauthorized burn. They were called a 416 West Union. When we arrived on scene, we found a pile of leaves and limbs burning in the driveway of a residence. Tried to make contact with the owner of the structure, and nobody was home. So, not a good thing. As they was being extinguished, the owner then pulled up, stated that they had to go somewhere and do something real quick. And they were advised that they needed a burn permit, and also in the situation where they were burning at, it would have been approved because they were too close to the residence and so forth. So we do urge people that even if you do fall within the burn permit regulations, do not leave these fires unattended. Something as simple as that, if it goes over into a neighbor's yard or damages some of their property, it could be very bad for you legally wise. So please try and use a little good common sense. Also, we have a thing here that we picked up. This was given to us by the Marvin's building material store down here. This was about some of the Christmas trees that everybody's getting ready for Christmas, now buying them and putting them up. So instead of waiting until Christmas to tell everyone this, we want to go ahead and get some of this information out to you. They're real good to use, the live trees. Just some general facts here: about 25 to 30 million people buy a tree every year. 98% of those are grown on farms here in the United States. This is land that was not suitable for any other type of farming. And also, this type of farming produces enough oxygen. One tree, or 1 acre of trees, produces enough oxygen for 18 people. So it's a good renewable resource. It's very environmental safe, and so it's trying to be encouraged these days that people use live trees versus the artificial trees.
Billy Lawrence Chevrolet is your home for great deals and real savings on both new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, choose their great selection of GM certified vehicles that come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And their service department has trained technicians that can service and repair your vehicle. Hurry into Billy Lawrence Chevrolet on Highway 431 South.
Some little caring for your tree. Be sure to take a cut off 1 to 2 inches of the tree once you buy it. It has been cut for several days if you're buying it from somewhere who have these, such as, Walmart has live trees, Marvin's, different places around. Cut 1 to 2 inches off of the stump there. This will enable water to actually get up into the tissue of the tree itself and absorb that water. Also, soak the tree in a large bucket of water for a few hours before setting it in the tree stand. And trees can drink a total of about a gallon of water a day. So be sure to keep it watered and keep a good close eye on it. Check them, make sure the water helps prevent the needles from falling off. You might want to avoid using these spray-on needle holders. There's what they call a spray that you can put on the needles to try and keep them on the trees. Sometimes depending on that, you might want to look and check that material for its flammability. Keep trees away from fireplaces, radiators, TV sets, and other heat sources in the house. Also avoid using combustible ornaments. I know everybody's probably had some of the kids go to school and make some of those paper ornaments. You might want to try and avoid using those on the tree, or either place them in an area where it might not become heated and begin to burn. Also check all your lights and connections. Don't use any lights that are worn or frayed. And also do not overload any electrical circuits. A string of lights now, LEDs, doesn't require that much power. Once again, the outlets have 2 plugs for a reason, not 15. So we advise everyone, don't put a 6 strip in there and then plug 6 more strips into those. So don't overload those circuits, and then the lights should be off when the house is unattended, and make sure that you leave plenty of water in there and that everything is safe when you leave home. So just try and use some good common sense with the care for your trees and the care for your house during this time. And like I say, please, if you do decide you want to try and clean up the yard a little bit for visitors coming in for the holidays, call us. We'll come out. We'll let you know if we can burn, and if we can't, then we'll try and help you out best we can with some suggestions of what you could possibly do. So,
I've got a question for you. When you cut a tree on the bottom, should you angle cut it or cut it straight?
I've heard several different things. A lot of people say cut it at an angle. I haven't heard or seen any true difference. Like I say, it's a 50-50 thing that I'm hearing. And as far as over the years seeing different survivabilities of the tree through the season, both have worked just as good. So, but just keeping it good and submerged. I know some people's even said that they've even put Sprite, mixed Sprite in with their water to try and help the tree stay alive a little longer. So there's a lot of different little tricks of the trade there that you can find, and I'm sure any one of these Googles or search engines could probably help you out, find some more information about that. So
one other is mainly a statement. I was working on a laptop computer last night. I set the power supply underneath the computer, not near a vent, anything like that. Power supply is not vented. That's dangerous. I found out the hard way. I didn't cause any damage.
Well, and that's another thing that we've found in the past. A lot of people, when they set up their home computers or their laptop systems, and a lot of times people use a laptop as a permanent desktop computer, they really need to take that into consideration. A lot of times you'll see it stuck over behind the desk in a confined space between a desk and a wall where it barely fits. Those kind of things, they do collect a lot of energy. Also, coiled up cords. We have been to a lot of structure fires during this time of season where people have had their pets out on the porch that had a heat lamp on them. The heat lamp did not cause the fire. It was the extension cord feeding the heat lamp, which was a 100-foot cord. They only needed 10 feet of it, and they coiled up the rest of it right there nearby. That coil actually heats up over a period of time and begins to melt down. So check those kind of things. Be aware. Don't tie knots in your extension cords. A lot of people will run them over the top of a rafter or something out on the porch to plug up the Christmas lights. Don't tie knots in them. It just frays. It breaks the cord on the inside. It can cause arcing on the inside of the insulation. And if enough heat there builds up, then yes, it can begin to melt down some of that insulation and cause problems. So some of the old-fashioned things we've always done for years, start paying attention to it. Some good safety tips out there on the internet and stuff in different places. Like I say, Marvin's was great. I walked in the other day and they had these laying on the counter. It was really good information to try and help people out during the Christmas season with some of their live trees.
Going back to your knotted extension cords, I've got one reason that I ever put a knot in the extension cord. It's bad.
It's bad.
You don't want to use it.
Discard of it quickly. So.
It was the craziest thing.
See, my wife's a flincher. It's okay. The one time I could have used a heads up,
Bam. I was putting on lipstick.
The good news is, Alpha has the largest customer service team in Alabama, so you'll be dealing with people here, not all over the country.
Oh, sorry.
For a plan built just for you, contact Keith Bryan in Eufaula. Plan built just for you, contact Keith Bryan in Eufaula.
Let your voice be heard. The City of Eufaula would like to hear from you regarding the proposed new tax increases. All you need to do is call 688-2000. That's 688-2000. Or contact the mayor or the city councilman in your district. That number again, to let your voice be heard, 688-2000, 688-2000.
Good morning, Larry Hubbard, Eufaula Police Department. I'll be doing the crime report for the period of December 2nd through December 5th, 2013. 20 days to Christmas. Ouch. During this reporting period, we had a total of 45 arrests, 33 traffic, and 12 misdemeanor felony. And 5 arrests, 33 traffic, and 12 misdemeanor felony, and investigated 7 accidents. I do not have a breakdown on the traffic arrest. Computer glitch, so we just have to go with the numbers, and that's 33. On our offense reports, we had a theft of property and fraudulent use of a credit card, North Eufaula Avenue. We had a burglary and theft on state docks, where $34 in currency and coins was taken. We have a forgery on South Eufaula Avenue. 2 checks were forged and cashed. Possession of controlled substance, Fairlane and Randolph. Possession of controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia, Fairlane and Randolph. That was a vehicle with 2 passengers. We had domestic violence third on Kendall Drive. Possession of drug paraphernalia on West Boundary. Criminal mischief second on Bush Drive. Theft of property on Eufaula Avenue. That's Walmart. It was a sort of a shoplifting. It was a computer and some other items over $1,000, and we did make an arrest.
Sure, the chorus, my name is Lucky, and the reason they calls me Lucky is cause I got all of this money. And the reason I got all of this money is because I sells me gold on Dale Road.
Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road.
We have some lost property, probably from came up missing somewhere else in another state as they were traveling, but it's a bunch of jewelry. Theft of lost property, and here at the PD, a cell phone was taken and recovered and an arrest made. B&E and breaking and entering a motor vehicle and theft of property on Eufaula Avenue. A cell phone and a roll of quarters was taken. We had a recovered property, safekeeping, harassment, Level Acres Trailer Park. Burglary and theft, Meadow Drive. A TV was taken and recovered, and we're actively looking for a suspect in that case. On our arrest reports, we have Dwight Thomas for failure to appear, and Quavius Johnson arrested for failure to appear. Anthony Anderson arrested for theft of lost property. We have Stanley Dean Jr. arrested for FTA. Tiffany Prox, I can't pronounce it, theft of property second. And Jason Prox, theft of property second. Claude Hightower arrested for failure to appear, 2 counts. Elijah Daniel arrested, possession of drug paraphernalia. Quentin Wethington arrested for possession of controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. Charles Shade arrested for possession of controlled substance.
Let your voice be heard. The City of Eufaula would like to hear from you regarding the proposed new tax increases. All you need to do is call 688-2000. That's 688-2000. Or contact the mayor or the city councilman in your district. That number again